Hi everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel Automation Loop. I am Priyanka. When any user initiate a secure transaction, such as a bank transaction, user receive an OTP, and upon entering the correct OTP, user get verified. So OTP is a one-time password which plays a major role when it comes to security and authentication. So in today's video, we are going to create UiPath apps for email OTP verification. In this app, user have to enter the email ID, and upon entering the email ID, user will get OTP to his mail ID, and when user enter the correct OTP, user will get verified. So let's get started with implementation without any further delay. So I will divide the solution into three parts. First, designing or creating UiPath apps, in which we are going to create a front end or UI for email OTP verification app. The second one is creating a workflow and building the logic for generating OTP and sending over mail. And the third one is mapping between input and output arguments of UiPath process to app. So let's go ahead and create UiPath app for email OTP verification. Let's name it and click create. So as you can see that the container is already created for the main page. So let's adjust the container according to our requirement. Now we have to add few controls, but before adding the control, let's add one container. And in this container, what we are going to do, we are going to add the text box for user to enter the email ID. So let's go to input, then text box. Let's keep the alignment as center, and let's keep it as a horizontal as we have to add the button as well. Then we will name this text box as enter your mail ID. And after that, we have to add the button over here. And the button would be send OTP. So upon clicking on this send OTP button, email will get triggered. So let's select the icon for it, mail. Yeah, so we can use this icon, enter your email ID, and then user will click on send OTP. So after that, we have to allow user to enter the OTP and verify. So for that, I will drag a container below this container. And again, I will make the alignment as horizontal and center. Similarly, I will drag one more text box. For OTP, user will enter here. So I will write enter your OTP here. And when user will enter the OTP, I need to click on the button, which is verify. And I will choose the icon from the list, which is this is very suitable. Let's add one header to make it presentable. And keep the alignment middle, and the header name will be email OTP verification. And let's increase the size or a height maybe. Select the percentage. The height is very small. Let's select 25. Yeah, so which looks good. We can also select the color as well. Let's select this one. Also, we can make it as a bold. Cool. But here our designing doesn't complete, because here we have to add one more text box. For what purpose, I will tell you in the mapping section. So as of now, just add one text box over here and keep it as a blank, and let's make it as a hidden. So why I did this, I will explain in the mapping section when we see the mapping between the arguments from the process and UiPath apps. So let's preview and see the app, how it looks. So the front end of app looks as expected. So let's move to the second part, which is process creation in UiPath Studio. For that, I will create a simple process, which is OTP verification. Let's click create. Open main workflow. Let's add sequence over here, and let's add one assign activity. But before that, let's create an argument. So the first one is email. As we are getting the email from UiPath apps, that's why the direction of this argument will be in. So let's create an argument for email ID. And the second argument, which will be the OTP, that will be sent to the UiPath apps. That's why the direction of this argument will be out OTP. Let's change the direction of this argument. So there will be two arguments. One is email, will be getting from UiPath apps, and the OTP that will be sending to UiPath apps. Now in this process, we have to generate an OTP, right? So we have to assign the generated OTP to out argument, out OTP. So to generate an OTP, we have to use the random function. So random function will generate a random number. So it's depend on us that how many digit OTP you have to generate. So as of now, I will consider it as a 4-digit OTP. Then I will write expression, which is new random dot next bracket. So we have to generate the 4-digit OTP. So that's why we will provide a range from 1000, 9999 dot toString. So this will generate a 4-digit random number ranging from 1000 to 9999. So let's click on OK. So what we have done, we are creating the random 4-digit number and assigning it to the out OTP arguments. So we have generated the random 4-digit number, but we have to send this OTP number to email ID. So for that, I will use send Outlook mail message activity to send an email. In two section, we have to provide the email which we are getting from UiPath apps. So in two section, we have to provide in email arguments, and in subject OTP verification, and in body, let's just compose the body of the email with proper message. Say hi, comma, then environment dot new line plus environment dot new line. Then please find the 4-digit OTP number, and then we have to provide the generated OTP, which is out OTP. Again, one more sentence. Kindly do not share OTP with anyone. Then we can add one more new line. And then we'll add regards, environment, new line. And then let's suppose automation loop bot. So the mail body is ready. Let's click OK and let's save this process. So the process is ready. We've created the process which will generate the 4-digit random number and store it inside out OTP argument, and it will trigger an email with generated 4-digit random number to the specified email ID. So let's move to the third part of the implementation, which is mapping of this input and output argument with UiPath apps. But before mapping, we have to publish the process and make it available on the orchestrator. So make sure your orchestrator is connected with your robot and publish the process. So the project published successfully. Let's click OK. And now let's go back to the UiPath apps for mapping. To start mapping, first we have to add the process that we have published from UiPath Studio. To add the process, let's click on plus button, select process. Now we have to choose the tenant from which we have to access the process. Let's select the tenant, click next. And here I will get the list of folders or a personal workspace available on my orchestrator. So here is the OTP verification process. So I will select the process. On the right hand side, we can see the input argument which is in email and the output argument which is out OTP. So let's click select so that process will get added to our UiPath apps. So let's go back to the design page. Now we have to map the input and output argument from this process with the control. Now first we have to map the email ID and we have to go to value binding, then expand the process, and here we have to select in email. So whatever user will write, it will be stored in email and it will pass to the process as an input argument. And on this button, when the button send OTP clicked, we have to trigger the process OTP verification. To do that, let's go to the event, create rule, and then we have to select start process, and we have to drag the OTP verification process here. So I have selected the type as attended as my robot is connected with my personal workspace. So let's click close. So user will enter his email ID and will click on send OTP button. Upon clicking on this button, UiPath process OTP verification will get triggered and bot will send OTP as an out argument. Now we have to map the out argument with this text box, as we have to map the OTP generated by system with the user enter OTP. So we will map the OTP that we are getting from the OTP verification process with this text box. And in value binding, let's select out OTP. So why these two text box needed? So here we will be having a OTP that is generated from the OTP verification process. And in this text box, we will be having the OTP that user will enter. Just to check the OTP entered by user and generated by system are same, we need two text box. So here we don't need to bind anything because here we are taking the input from user. Now when user will click verify, here magic happens. So we have to go to event and create a rule. So we can see that text 4 mapped to this text box and text 3 mapped to this text box. So when we select verify button and go to create rule, here we have to match the value of text 4 and text 3. To do that, we will select if then else, and in if we will select compare, and we have to select the text 4 value. So let's go to the page, then main page, and here we can see the value of text 4, and here we have to select the value of text 3. Upon successful verification, that means when the text 4, which is system generated OTP, and the value of text 3, which is user entered OTP, matches, then we have to show the message verification successful. This will be the title of message, and the message will be you have been successfully verified. And if this value doesn't matches, that means user doesn't enter the correct OTP. Then here we have to show the message. The title will be verification failed, and the message will be oops, invalid OTP. Please try again. So let's close this. So we have completed our mapping. So our input and output argument matches with the control of the UiPath apps page. Now I have keep this text box as hidden, and it should be hidden actually because we should not show the system generated OTP to the user. Just to show how it works, I'm going to make it visible as of now. And let's see the preview of this app. As we can see that this text box is visible here. So let's enter the email ID. And let's click on send OTP button. So when we click on send OTP button, an email will get triggered to the email that I have entered here. So as we can see that we got the OTP verification email. And if we open that, we can see that please find the 4-digit OTP, this one. So let's enter this OTP. So as you can see that the OTP appear here. This is the system generated OTP. So let's enter the OTP 2970. As soon as I enter the OTP and click verify, you can see that verification successful. You have been verified successfully. When I clicked verify, it matches this value with this value. So if I enter the other value and click on verify, it will fail. So let's go back to the UiPath apps, make this text box as hidden, and let's run the app again. And now this time we cannot see the text box over here. So let's enter the email ID. Then click on send OTP button. I will get the email ID in my Gmail account. Let's go to the email account. And you can see that I got the message with the new OTP. Let's enter the OTP and click verify. You can see that you have been successfully verified. So this was all about email OTP verification app. We have created UiPath app for OTP verification, in which we have designed a front end with apps, and we have built the logic in UiPath Studio for generating 4-digit random number and send it over a mail. And at the end, we have mapped the input and output argument from UiPath Studio to UiPath apps control. So I hope you found this video interesting. Let me know if you want to see more videos on UiPath apps covering use cases. And that's all for now. See you in the next video. Till then, bye-bye.